Let's now discuss the editing modes in DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve has three main editing modes. First, you have the selection edit mode. Then we have the trim edit mode, and finally the razor edit mode. The first two are the most important. Editing modes are simply ways to change the behavior of your mouse cursor depending on its position over the clip on the timeline in order to make the editing process easier and faster. So let's start with the selection edit mode. To make this more clear, I'll increase the height of the timeline. Notice that in this mode, if I hover the mouse over the edge of one of the clips, the icon of my cursor changes. So now I have this icon. And if I move the cursor over the edit point exactly, I get this icon. And if I hover over the edge of the clip on the left, I get this icon. These icons simply trim the clip. So for example, if I hover over the clip to the right and I click and drag, I'm trimming the clip to the right. Notice that once I started trimming the clip, the monitor switched to show me a preview of the frame I'm currently on. And if I let go of the mouse, now I have a gap created in the timeline. Let's undo. And it's the same behavior for the clip on the left. If I hover the mouse and click, I can trim the clip. And the monitor is also showing me a preview of the clip I'm currently on. And if I let go, now I have a gap created in the timeline. Let's undo. And if I hover the mouse on top of the edit point exactly, I have this icon. This icon will simply extend the clip on the right if I move it to the left, while trimming the clip on the left and the other way around. So it simply changes the edit point between these two clips by trimming one and extending the other. And if you take a look at the monitor is showing me the last frame of the clip on the left with the first frame of the clip on the right, helping me to decide where to have the edit point exactly. Another important aspect is that I can hold the clip and I can trim the clip on the left, for example, by moving this clip to the left. So notice that now I'm trimming the clip on the left. And if I let go of the mouse, this is the new position of the clip. And if I move it to the right again, note that I permanently trimmed the clip to the left. And I can also pull the clip right to trim the clip on the right. Notice that if I do not release the mouse button and I move back to the left, I did not trim anything. In order to trim the clip permanently, I have to pull the clip I'm selecting to the right and let go of the mouse button in order to make the trim permanent. So if I move this back to the left, notice that now I trimmed the clip to the right. Let's take a look at one more thing. I'll delete all the clips around this clip and make it a bit shorter. Notice that now when I click and hold any of the edges of the clip, I have this representation. This shows me the edges of the media that I have on this clip. So this is the max I can extend this clip to the right. So if I extend the clip, notice that the edge now just became red. It was originally green. But once I reach the edge of the available media, I cannot extend the clip any further because we do not have any more media recorded. And now the edge is red. And the same is true for the other edge. Let's undo everything. And this is also true when I trim my media. So for example, if I hold the left edge of this clip, I have this representation to the left, which tells me that this clip can only be extended to this point. So I cannot extend the clip beyond the edges of this representation. So when I extend it, now the edge just became red because I don't have any more frames. Let's undo, and this is also true if I hold the edit point itself and move it. This representation here shows me how far I can move the edit point based on the length of both files. So this is the edge of the clip to the left. I cannot move beyond this point because I'll be running out of frames from the clip to the left. And the same is true for this point. I cannot extend the clip to the right beyond this point because then I'll be running out of frames from the clip to the right. And this is basically the selection mode.